say about your involvement?
No comment.
Is it difficult to remember details after such a long time?
Sure.
Did you use the right procedures?
That's to be determined.
Are you confident though in your investigation at the time?
Yes. Yeah.
Do you think that he's guilty?
No comment. No comment.
Should have been taken to trial earlier than this?
That's not a matter for us to decide.
So it's not for you to decide, but you believe the trial earlier?
Not for me to decide. Someone else's decision.
It's been over, many, many years.
Yeah.
Is it good for it to finally be coming to head?
Yes.
Has it taken
Yes.
a toll on you personally?
No. No.
Is there anything you wish you'd done differently back in the day?
No.
You think you followed all the procedures correctly? Any questions you wish you asked?
No. No.
And what was it like reliving it today?
Well, best of my recollection. That's all I have. That's all I can rely on.
Yeah, it was a bit hard at times there to
Yeah.
recall. Why is
True.
that?
True. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you,
Thank you, Miss Finlay.
Sorry. How are you feeling, obviously, years before the courts and finally a trial date?
Bit of relief, I guess.
And why is that?
Finally someone's going to pay.
It's been such a long time, so many decades. What does it mean for you that it's finally happening now?
Just want it over as quickly as possible, but the legal system just takes so long. It could be another year in the making or plus yet. Yeah.
Is it difficult to sit there and hear that people don't remember things when you remember things so clearly?
I wasn't allowed in today, so my brother might have to answer that question.
Yeah, it's a bit hard. You remember a few things. I don't remember too much because I was only young myself. But when you hear, I can't recollect that, or I can't recollect this, and yeah. Well, it was a bit up and down. One minute I'm thinking it's going against us, next minute I think it's going for us. Yeah, it's just a bit gut-wrenching, but now he's going to go to trial.
We had a bit of a taste of the defence's position. They brought up his mental health and what he was like at 17 years old. Hearing that today and where he's come from, how do you guys feel?
Well, mental health,
Yeah.
we can't really discuss it, but anyone that wants to take a little kid's got to be mentally disturbed, haven't they? That's about all we're really allowed to say.
I guess just finally, before you guys head off, thinking back now, what can you sort of say about your sister, your family member? Because this is all about her, obviously, and seeking justice. What can you sort of tell us about her?
She's beautiful. Yeah, she's a lovely little girl.
Thanks,
And it's been a hard 47 years, guys. Thank you.
We appreciate
Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Heartbroken and angry, Ricky Grimmer can do nothing but pace the court steps after seeing the man who was accused of killing his little sister walk free.
Am I angry? Oh, past that. Do I want revenge? You betcha.
Cheryl Grimmer was abducted from a toilet block in Fairy Meadow 49 years ago. It's the oldest cold case in Australia. And 2 years ago, New South Wales police thought they'd cracked it. They arrested a Melbourne man who has never been identified as he was underage at the time the 3-year-old went missing. He's been in prison for nearly 2 years and an 8-week trial was due to start in May.
Police tell you 200% got the right person sitting behind bars. He's going to walk out.
But today, his charges were sensationally dropped after the court found an interview with the accused in 1971 is inadmissible and that there was insufficient evidence to proceed. The accused was just 17 and had a mental illness when he confessed to the murder, but police didn't ensure there was a parent or support person present, so Justice Robert Allen Holm found it needed to be excluded.
You let a murderer, 3-year-old murderer, go free. Twice. He walked in and gives you a full confession, you let him walk away. The laws were different back then. He would have probably been tried and convicted. Now he hides behind a technicality.
The Grimmer family say they've been tortured for the past 5 decades and now they want answers.
I don't know how this can happen. Someone's got to be accountable for this. There's got to be answers. We deserve answers. Why the mistakes were made.
10 News first contacted the New South Wales Police, who are yet to formally respond. Kimberly Pratt for 10 News First. It's been 49 years since the Grimmer brothers last saw their little sister. They were just little boys when she was snatched during a day at the beach.
And when we come back, you all know the rest of it. She was gone.
The man who was accused of taking her was just 15 at the time and confessed to her abduction and murder 18 months later.
He gave that statement of his own free will. It's so detailed. Only the person that done the crime could have known the detail.
Yet he wasn't charged until 2017. By then, it was the oldest cold case in Australian history to be reopened.